Hey everyone, it's Shannon and this is my video on resting, local, and action potential. So resting potential is the condition of a neuron when it's not active. A neuron's resting potential is measured at negative 70 millivolts. And when a neuron is resting, sodium is carried out of the cell and potassium is carried in via active transport. Local potential is a short-range change in voltage. It is graded, which means it varies in magnitude depending on how strong the stimulus is. It's decremental, meaning that the further it gets from the site of stimulation, the weaker it gets, and it's reversible. So if the stimulation stops, it will return back to resting potential. If local potential reaches the threshold of negative 55 millivolts, it will trigger an action potential, which you can see here would be Gecko climbing up the mountain. Action potential, which is right here, is stronger and more rapid than local potential. They follow the all or none law. They maintain the full strength down the entire axon, and once action potential starts, it cannot be stopped. So let's say Mr. Gecko made it up and started running down the mountain, most likely wouldn't be able to stop. You know, most of us wouldn't anyway. So when local potential from the soma reaches the axon hillock, it will begin to depolarize the hillock's resting membrane potential, which is again at negative 70 millivolts. The local potential has to be strong enough to cause enough sodium gates in the hillock to open and the membrane potential to reach the threshold for creating an action potential, again at negative 55 millivolts. Once threshold is reached, the abundant sodium gates in the membrane of the hillock open rapidly, and sodium ions from the ECF diffuse into the ICF. This causes the membrane potential to undergo rapid depolarization that will see the value of the ICF go from negative 55 through 0 and up to 35 millivolts. At 35 millivolts, or the peak value of the action potential, the sodium gates close and the potassium gates open. Now potassium ions in the ICF diffuse out to the ECF. This causes the membrane potential to undergo a rapid repolarization or a shift of the voltage back to the negative values. When a value of negative 70 is again achieved, the potassium gates close. With both sides closed, the sodium-potassium pumps are able to return the cations to their original locations, allowing the membranes to recover and be ready to do it again. And of course, it doesn't have to just stop here. There could be more mountains off to the right, but I'm stopping mine there. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Thanks.